as a super sensitive empath to the point of clairvoyance, I realize that this is the experiences I've been having. Concerning it's not a concern of other people, babes. I don't know what the fuck. Pardon me. Besides for the chemtrail spraying, besides for that, we know what's going on there. I don't know what is going on with the global population. Like, what is going through their heads while they're maintaining the gauntlet fucking Matrix scene where it's just business as usual. Something looks very peculiar. That whole life is going to be ending. You can't expect for there to be this system that caters to your imagined life. Who you are, like what you think is going on, what they have you believing is happening. That's your education system, the cognitive dissonance. I'm not saying you, I'm just saying it basically, babe, 80% of people, babe, there's a big fucking problem on this planet right here. And most of you don't see it. You're not watching this video. It's Saturday. If you're watching this video on Saturday, good. You're just like me. You're doing the right thing. People that are running the gauntlet, I mean, God, I understand if you want to go support an artist or something, but do you realize that money is not your idea? It's so tired out. It's so fucking tired now. It needs to be retired. Put some new tires on that fucking thing. Let's get rolling here. The funny thing is I have so much faith. It's probably just this completely false sense of faith, right? Neptune is like, come on, there's a silver lining again. I know that this is just an immense amount of black clouds. I am surfing on silver linings. Even today. Today, here I do. I make my first substantial amount of some money from doing this damn painting job with this. I swear to God, man, this working with narcissists, working around them, working for them. That, these people do not give me credit. You can only give me credit for just handling it the way I did. This person literally tried to get me on their level of low-life bullshit, and you just can't. You just can't. Not now. I was before, I would say a year ago this year, and last year, because of my chemical imbalance, me personally not having enough food to eat. I was eating the most crappy food. It's documented here, and I don't know, I went through my own psychosis. Why did I start so hard, and what was my point of asking for help over the internet? Silly me. All I got was, well, babes, I don't forget you. I can name all of your names right now, and I'm going to send you something, a thank you note, something. I know that you don't want me to pay you back, but expect to pay back. If you give where there's a need and it really helps, God will give you a payback, not from them. Matter of fact, you're already paid somehow. That's why you were able to do it. You know how it is. You're lucky. The truth is I have been there for people. I'm not a bragger, babes. Fucking narcissists just ruin it for everybody who just try to communicate. Celebrate. What happened to me today just was totally predictable. I was on edge because I can see, God damn it, this person is a fucking bona fide mental case. 100%. Very immature. And you wouldn't believe it. This is just today I'm talking about. Okay, so I kind of have this edge. You've been listening to my material. I'm not really trying to be something that I'm not. I'm just looking at the math and I'm like, wait a minute. This is actually how it's been going. And so far, I'm seeing somebody can't really handle themselves. And I don't want to point finger too much, but it's certainly not women. And you know what? God, I don't accept that bias. I really don't. I never have. I came here to say, excuse me, we are equal in that we have a deep responsibility to make a connection to God. And then we are equal in that we have access to what would be your intellectual property as far as your soul is concerned, the DNA, what you're interacting, your ancestry, and the earth. So then you have something between you. You have the same things to work with. You don't compare men and women. If you do that, I think there is one that isn't going to handle the truth very well. You can say both of them don't handle it very well, but who is liable to strong arm and go into a fit knowing that they can strong arm and manipulate things, just break things down, threaten, cause. Now, my purpose of this video here, barely going on minute 7, how that at all costs, just imagine this, my friends. There are a lot of malignant cases. They say that, okay, it's 80% of the Earth's population who is stricken with the disease of narcissism. They're just functioning like a bunch of fucking disrespectful to God. They seem to be allergic. They think that they can turn reality on and off, and the truth doesn't matter. It's interesting. They have a whole philosophy out there, too. The New Testament and everything. I think all religions are theirs. Let's get back to the purpose of this video was to point out how that, and check this out, and this is the truth. Because this is how they are. The malignant cases, the ones that are standing upright, like they could be just like me, well-dressed, and present probably an amazing demeanor. You see the difference. They have a rotten core, so you will see. It's like, oh no, this person is and now I'm relying on them somehow. Oh no, because that mask slips when they finally. It's called, what is it called? It's just something kind of an entrapment, enmeshment that they get you into. You can end up working with them. You can end up being roommate with one, or landlord-tenant thing, or something where you have to rely on these little irresponsible little pieces of shit that think that your life is a game, and theirs has been trashed a long time ago. I'm glad I'm making all of these videos because I think I'm going to be, I hate to say this, but it's like, I'm not suicidal. I'm not a suicidal person, but I think the privileged ones are leaving the earth early. A lot of people don't understand that. He died young. What? Get out of here, narcissist. You're not in control of shit here. That's fucking be happy that you even knew that person for that fucking short a time. Stupid fucking place to be here. So I just wanted to tell you there's a faction of people, okay, so it's 80% who are pathological narcissists now, and some of them since COVID-19 have pushed over into the next graduation is sadomasochist. Once they get a hit of crack, they say, you mean I can tell them to wear a mask and it's legal? Fucking A! And they never go back. They're just like, put your mask on. And I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you still don't understand this. Like, that's not real. That's not real. What's real is death. Yeah, you fucking narcissists don't even fucking consider that death is real until they mention it on the news or something. And that sickness is happening and that suffering could be going on. Oh my God, you have not idea of the fucking half of it. It's a fucking business that you're being thrown. You're a fucking business. How much sickness can you maintain and how much bullshit can you take? God, man, I just get nothing but fucking power when I start celebrating the truth like this. You know, it's just like, Shauna, hang in there, be patient. You are getting upset. You're getting more and more fire that a lot of people are going to be having. I was trying to tell you, babe, it's not at all costs either. This is at right divine timing. Divine. The word divine means from the vine. Now, the vine is related to turn water into wine, but really we're talking about grapes. Now, there's knowledge behind that that has turned the grape into wine, but that knowledge now, what is divine? Why is it even there? Water. Water is what makes the elevator go all the way to the top. Water is always the representation now. It's the water bearer is Aquarius, even though it's a very mental air sign. It's not a water sign, and they are the moodiest fucking people, as a matter of fact. Aquarius, but they're not a water sign. Very outcasted people, black sheep of the family. They are 25 years ahead of their time. They're not going to take shit, not even from their parents. Thank God for Aquarius, baby. I'm an Aquarius moon, which is more of a potent, everyday vibration than the Aquarius sun. The next to more potent than the moon would be the sign that was rising when you were born. The sign that was rising when you were born to the hour and minute is your sign. You understand that? The sun sign is the third potent. The sun sign represents your ambition, what your physical body and your rising sign is going to be filtering through and handling to get to that place, which is your ambition, which says, I'm a Libra and I aim for peace, baby. As a matter of fact, that's what my facade holds deeply inside of me. As an Aries rising, I'm like, and all in a day's work, I take my mask off. If you can just humor it a little bit and get a little bit more real than chicken shit, love has a sanctuary for you Libras. You know what's peculiar about what I'm detecting about everything? Everything has been reversed. Libra was actually the first sign. Libra is the sign of, it's the first realization of the other, or the relationship with everything. And they changed some words, but that probably came with a polar shift. We don't know. It's a Venus-ruled sign. Anyway, babes, long video. I'm sorry that I jump around like this. Not really. I don't apologize to people. Fucking keep up or change the channel. Fucking watch that jingle shit fucking on TV where every fucking 5 minutes they show you a tick and buy our bullshit, and the next one tick and you fucking all these different kind of musics. How do you fucking sit through that? So anyway, at all costs, babe, there's an at all costs. The narcissist will not create closure in your life. They're never going to say, hey, you know what, fucking, I was really heated up that day. As you can tell, I couldn't even have a conversation. I took everything personal. I'm sorry about that. I apologize, and I value what you bring. So far between us, there's some rough spots. I'm not perfect. They'll never do that for you. Never. Not if they're hurting, if they're malignant. Nope. They're not going to ever create that. See, this is an at all costs thing. They will just say, God, you need a lot of work. Boy, nobody likes you. Why are you always so alone? They are so fucking stupid that they don't know how to be alone. Some of them are smart. Some of them can be smart enough. And this is the malignant type, babe. It's at all costs. They want to bring you down. At all costs. Now imagine this. If this is the truth, and it is. If it's 80% of the population that may be malignant, here's the statistic that psychologists are saying. 7 out of 10 people have the disease of narcissism. They don't know that they have a disease, and it's very much taking them over. They think that they are their minds, and they think another person is their mind, and they're just projecting, and they don't know what the fuck reality is. Okay, put that aside. That's 7 in 10 people. Psychologist says, it's possible that 4 out of those 7 could be healed. And I believe that very much so. More can be healed than what people say. I think that there's a lot of things that aren't being done, especially in the West, that will never, ever touch the problem. In fact, they're exacerbating it. And they're saying, they call it shrinking. Shrink, go to a shrink. Stuff it back into your head and make it all normal. This is just normal. No, you don't need to normalize your mind, the disease. No. And a lot of people don't understand that. You're never going to understand that, but this is a fact. Your mind, if you don't see it for what precisely it is, its very nature, becomes a disease. And this is the main plague that's out there. Getting back to the at all costs thing. Can you imagine if you found out that you had this thing that you can't get rid of it? It's a real fucking downer. The fact is that you can't pick yourself up above the level of a steaming piece of dog shit shining in the morning. That's as good as you're going to get. Then all of that warmth from having been freshly laid will just wear off and you get cold. That's your next step. And see, the emotionality for a narcissist, babes, they don't ever reach joy, ever. There isn't any authentic happiness, not really. Joy is the thing that they just don't know. They don't know that it's an octave higher than happiness. They don't know that they live on that shallow range, which is always they go up. So you have the phenomenon, which is bullshit, bipolar. Nah, check and see if they're eating right or whatever. Get them away from the whatever they're exposed to, but they will they're not being present enough if they've reached that that swing, like, and they're still doing that when they're fucking 60 and 50, and they try to drag people in on it, by the way. They just want you on this loop. It's called the narcissistic loop. Where are you at with it now? Are you being devalued? Are you being ghosted? Is it just silent treatment now? Well, it's not going to keep working like that anymore. We just know that, okay, first they love bomb you, and then they devalue you, and then they discard you, and then there's a silent treatment, and then they realize what they lost because you're a human being and you actually gave them love, and then they come back and love bomb you, and you're supposed to keep going through this circle and just say, you know what, fuck it, stamp that out. You can't do that. Not to me. I'm like, oh my God, a habit, get rid of it. All habits. Don't be a habitual person. Not even a good habit. It's good for you. You want to stay alive. Fucking stop it. What if it's not even a good time to fucking open the door for that person? They're an asshole. Don't do that good habit. Just sit there and watch them. I don't know, babe. God works in mysterious ways, and it sure ain't going to be found in the church!